Hey everybody, it's your favorite person on the internet, Kyle, aka Vulcan Wolverine. It's 8:23. It's a Monday. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Monday. Uh, you know. And I just wanted to document something. I wanted to document something. Wanted to tell you guys I'm wearing the same shirt as last night when I made my video, but you guys wouldn't know that because I spent 2 to 3 hours trying to upload it on Bitchute, which Bitchute wouldn't even open. Then this morning, I finally get to the upload page of Bitchute because the video is exclusive to Bitchute and Odysee. Vulcan Wolverine Gone Wild. It's a really important video about Oshner and Oshner's efforts um, to spread the Fauci ouchie in the state of Louisiana, and also the ties that I am like 100% sure that that's where my targeting started, right? And so always saying, well, you got these hospitals in the military industrial complex, they've been experimenting on people for a long time, and then you know put that together with what's going on, and it just I won't say it right, but I wanted to show this and just document this. I can't get that other video up. I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm trying to, but I think what happened is like I stopped doing the long live streams, right? I do like one long 4 hour or two 4 hour live streams a week, and it was just like not really putting out enough information. They were great because of you guys, but it wasn't like getting out of it. It was really kind of psychologically exhausting with the mind control and the torture. And so my attackers really didn't do much. They would kind of freeze up the live streams. But then I'm getting like when I'm doing individual videos, it's like I can get more out, and I'm kind of getting on a good rhythm, right? And so that now what they've done is they put in this when I'm uploading to like BitChute, it's like they're just they get in there with some kind of program, right? And they just freeze it, and they freeze BitChute, and then they got even more clever and creative, right? And then they started when I'm uploading and trying to upload the video, it does nothing. It like just erases what I just did. Um, and the deal is with the hacking on my computer, it's like I run 360 total security and I run Avast security, and they make no difference, right? And targeted individuals understand this because it's like my attackers and our attackers, they're just getting into a backdoor of the software. And let me show you some things like this 3D viewer. Microsoft Corporation was installed on 5/12/2021. I didn't install that. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just this 7-zip thing, 10/3/2020. I want to just anybody who has like I know how to use a computer to do what I want on it, but I don't know like coding or anything like that. I want people in the comments if you do know about computers and like any kind of programs that could mess with like scripts on the page, right? Like you're opening a window and then they're running like let me show you guys this. So check 3D viewer 7-zip. I'm just suspicious maybe they were just automatically downloaded when I was doing something else, right? But I'm suspicious of those programs. What I'm really looking at, let me show you guys. This look at this Java 8. Like I've never downloaded JavaScripts on my computer, right? And it's in 2018. I was making a lot of videos then and used my computer, but I don't know if I don't know if you just automatically have Java on your computer because Windows has a deal with them. But it seems they're using some program where I'll turn on the computer and then I'll see like three little black boxes, code boxes disappear immediately, right? But like they'll pop up on my screen and then disappear. They're running behind what I'm doing on the computer. And then so I'm opening up Windows on my computer and then my attackers. And I don't know, they're doing so much stuff. I don't know how it could just be my team of microwave attackers and human operators doing everything. Because let me give you an example. I woke up this morning, I had Dave Case's CD on under my headgear, right? And it's hooked into the computer. And my attackers remote neural manipulated me to have to go, I'll just say it, to have to go number two, right? Right when I woke, and it was like, I had to get there, I had to get there. Yet, if I unplug my headphones, which are under the headgear, it's like all this cacophonous noise, right? Dave Case's CD, a hypnosis thing, and music. What was I playing? Braveheart. I was playing Braveheart last night. Great. There's like a 10-hour version of it. Do I have it up? Oh, we've got to watch this too. I saw something really, really badass last night. I know there's so much going on, you know, with Afghanistan and everything else, and the FDA approving was it the Pfizer jab? I don't want to get in, you know what I'm saying? But I don't. I'll try and get that video out whenever I can. But it's like, okay, this morning I wake up and like I have to pull the headphones out because like I have them under the headgear and I got to get to the bathroom really quick. They're doing that with remote neural manipulation, right? And I feel a little bit sore. I feel a little bit like clammy sore in my back, and it's I'm really tired, you know. But then, so they're freezing my computer, so I can't close those windows, right? It's just like I pulled up one of the windows, and the screen just goes black, and it just stays black. So I can't close it. But the sounds from the YouTube windows and Dave Case CD, you can still hear all the sounds. So I ended up just you know pulling the headphones out from under here, but at the same time, like I grab my phone, right? Because I'll turn on my phone, you know, when I have to go use the bathroom or something like that. And they do the same thing at the same time that they're freezing my computer. They're also, I'll turn on the phone and then they turn it right off. 100% battery, turn it off. They turn it back on, 10% battery, right? Then I'll turn airplane mode on. I'll turn it off. I'll turn it back on. Then they'll turn it right back on. It turns back on with a 100% battery. Then they turn it off, put it back on with a 10% battery, and we keep. They could just do it all the time. I was thinking like, cause I'll open YouTube on my phone and then it'll stop. They'll stop doing it. And for a time, I was like, as long as I can open YouTube, it must do something where they can't shut off my phone and then insert the software clone, right? They have I think two or three software clones of my phone that they replace, right? But they're identical. They're identical, but they can switch out battery powers and probably other things that I don't even know, right? Um, so I don't know how they have so many people doing that to different electronics, right? And also targeting me. So I'm like, is it just my one team, or do they have like other cyberplace agents doing the hacking and coordinating it with them? Insane, insane, right? Because like little old Kyle, actually, I'm pretty dangerous to this program. Like I'm not gonna stop. I mean, none of us are gonna stop. I got to show you all this guy, Bill Wood. Look up Bill Wood. No, okay, I can't get off the subject. I just wanted to document this, and if people with programming skills and coding skills could tell me, does Java automatically do you automatically get that on your computer? Because a lot of Java updates, right? 64-bit Java updates, and it seems like with JavaScripts you could like freeze up Windows and things like that. I'm sure they have some other things, but I'm showing a lot of applications that I've never downloaded, and they seem to be updated all the time. I know that could be done automatically, but I'm still suspicious, you know. This too. I opened it in a certain window, and I went through these Java things, right? Like I'm gonna uninstall them. I'm gonna uninstall Java, and I'm gonna uninstall anything that I'm suspicious of, no matter what it does to my computer, and just see if it works. Because I want to be able to download videos. They can just control that. Like not with YouTube. It's no, they can. They can freeze that up too. But they allow. It seems like they allow me to upload on YouTube. They're not worried about Odysee because not a lot of people are watching me on Odysee. Bitchute. My attackers hate Bitchute. They don't want me posting on there. So every targeted individual, take note of this. I'm promising you, my attackers hate Bitchute. They don't want my stuff going up on there. And I can speak a lot more freely, so the video's really good. I'm like the last outlaw. I'm just joking. I may still do that. I may still make a YouTube video, but it's Vulcan Wolverine going wild. Too hot for YouTube. Too much truth for the corporate YouTube gulag, the corporate internet gulag that we find ourselves in. So I just wanted to say that. I hope I can get that other video out. It had a lot of great information. I'm kind of just that's what I was doing today, working on that. It's really it's beyond frustrating because we got so much stuff going on in the world where I don't see how people can pay attention to us. And it doesn't matter because we've still got to come up with strategies of individual like getting help. Because I think about that my state senator Kennedy, Senator Kennedy. I can't remember. I always call him John Kennedy. I think that's his name, but I'll just call him Senator Kennedy. I don't think John Kennedy. Is it Senator John Kennedy? I think it just makes sense. 'Cause I'm like, how could that be? Okay, anyway, but this guy Bill Wood, I watched an interview with him and watch it on Project Camelot. I think we may have to do a D Live thing for that. We may have to do a special D Live thing and go through that because I thought he was a con man, but he's getting targeted. He's like a whistleblower from really top secret stuff, and they had helicopters flying over the interview, and he's like talking about, so he's not lying, like he's not conning. He's talking about his time in the military and then Project Looking Glass and everything, and he's getting I watched him at the beginning go through that vagus nerve fight or flight thing, and then he like calmed down later in the interview because they let off of him. Completely targeted. He knows he's targeted, right? He knows he's like gang stalked and stuff like that, but it's because he's a military whistleblower. It's like 100 times worse, or 50 times worse than what some of us are going through. I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show that. But he's a real hero, and he's being treated like like a traitor. Like any heroes in the world are being treated like traitors who are just naive or something like that. Um, so please tell me if y'all saw anything. Look, I'll just go up and down. I don't think there's anything that will get me in trouble, like somebody being able to hack it or know how to get in. But if you guys like if you see anything in here that shouldn't, that like it wouldn't be automatically downloaded and it's suspicious, please put it in the comments. Because like my attackers have complete control over my computer, they have complete control over my phone, they have complete control over my tablet. Although they will release control sometimes and just focus on the targeting and then kind of come back, they don't do it all the time, right? And on my computer especially, it's just when I'm uploading a video. They're not freezing up the computer when I'm watching stuff. They have from time to time when I'm really into like a documentary or something I'm watching and researching or something like that, and I'm completely not paying attention to the V2K, they will freeze up whatever I'm doing. But that's kind of just, it's dependent on like, am I paying attention to them? Or am I paying attention to what I'm watching? But when I try and download a video, now it kind of started to get really, really bad. Like they'll do some stuff, but then I can just turn off the computer and upload, right? But it started to get really, really bad where they were just freezing it up, and no matter what I did, turning off the computer or whatever, just not letting me upload. And then it took 3 days to upload that, Where's Waldo video on the Afghanistan Express. And then last night I made a video and wanted to put it out, and I'm dealing with that all day, right? So it's like they're replacing, like it was so good because I'd make like an hour video, 40-minute video, upload it. It didn't take the whole day, right? And I really need that right now with what I'm going through. But what my attackers are doing is they're like, oh, well, that doesn't take you much time, and you're being productive, and you're not spending a lot of energy, too much energy on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it hard for you to download. So we're just going to freeze up your computer, right? Also, I think an angle of it is Bitchute. I don't think they can control Bitchute. Like I'm still like videos I put up like 2 weeks ago are still getting views on them. So BitChute is not like as easily controllable. And for people who, I just want to say this, I just want to say this because Never Lose Truth, her channel got deleted from YouTube, which is one of the biggest tragedies that I've known on the internet because she's such a wise woman. She's talking about so many truths. You know, she's a targeted individual. She has so much intelligent, um, like commentary on the things going on in our society, and those things should have been saved. I hope that I think she probably archived it, so I'm sure it's not lost. I hope so. But Never Lose Truth's main channel, she has never, and I just want to say she has Never Lose Truth 2, Never Lose Truth 3, Never Lose Truth 1, right? So support those channels and support her. But I want to say this, it's really simple, guys. If you want to be on YouTube and not get kicked off, you can't talk about the jab in any way that the mainstream's not talking about it, and you can't talk about the CV in any way that the mainstream's not talking about it, right? You risk getting your channel striked, and you risk getting taken off, and it's that simple. And I hear people going, "Well, they're not going to control what I say." I get that. I get you can't imagine how I get that, but it's more important to help people and keep getting out the information you can. And if you can use YouTube to talk about targeting electromagnetic weapons, other things that they're censoring in different ways, do that. Then do the other stuff on Bitchute. I don't, and I'm not saying this about Never Lose Truth. She was just talking about the truth, and she wasn't thinking of, she didn't care, right? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I'm just saying we have to know that if you're going to do that, you're going to lose your channel, and that's how it's going to happen. And you're not going to get anybody at YouTube to help you out, right? So it's about using these things how they are right now to get out as much information as possible. And then if you know for certain, if you talk about certain things in the way that the mainstream doesn't want you to, and it's two topics that are going to get you kicked off of YouTube. So for me, it's simple. Like I'll talk about targeting and everything. It has everything to do with everything else, but then do that on BitChute because having a channel and being able to talk about. But I kind of think about like, some people. That's obviously those are two huge issues, right? That it's like if they're not going to be able to talk about on YouTube, then why would they even want to be on YouTube, right? So I think there's kind of that kind of thinking going on, which I get it. I'm just saying it's simple. If you talk about this, your YouTube channel is going to go down, right? So for me, it's not like, oh, well, I'm going to compromise and I'm not going to talk about important things. It's just like, let me prioritize targeting. Let me prioritize things that I can talk about. I don't know. That's a tough one because those two huge topics, some people, it's like that's what they've got to talk about. That's what is there on their plate, right? And it's like if they can't talk about that, then why would they even be on YouTube, right? Um, I don't know. I feel like it's simple for me, right? It's like okay, if I want to keep the channel, I got to do this, and there's really nothing I can do about it. And then I've got to go to other places where I can just speak completely freely. It's like these are my thoughts right now. Is that this is the time to just right? We've been saying this for a long time. I guess I won't say it. It's pretty trite. It's trite. This is we've got to just get more and more and more and more and more information out, right? To just feed the minds of the people who know that something's wrong, right? Forces will build, right? Forces will build. Um, Most definitely. If you see anything in here that's like really weird, I'm gonna erase like just things that I don't think should be in here, which may not be smart. But I was born stupid, but I shall not die hungry. I stole that from somebody on YouTube. I got a bro crush on. I won't talk about that. So I'm really tired, guys. I'm really really tired. It's like with everything that's going on, these are just like I'm not saying there's no hope, obviously, because things are happening, things are changing, and I'm talking about no hope for our targeting to change. And then my attackers erased what I was gonna say. They erased what I was gonna say. Hmm. Oh, I was gonna say, but then it's like really frustrating. With all that, why can't I make my little videos and put them out? To tell the truth about what's going on with us, and tie it in. Like they make it impossible, and they make it like it's like a replacement. They need, like, because I was doing something that was kind of quick and efficient, and it wasn't really. It was like, oh man, that's building me up, right? Something's building you up. Then they're gonna be like, well, we're gonna stick a monkey wrench in that, and we're going to make it a thing that's conditioning you not to like it, right? So every time I make a video, I'm like, oh man, I got to spend 3 hours fighting my attackers, or days fighting my attackers to get that video up. And then I start going, I don't want to make a video because it's not going to be easy, right? It's like they did things like that with the live streams too, with remote neural manipulation. So just building up certain stuff. Um, all right, guys. I just kind of wanted to. I don't know if I can get this video out. But then if I do get this video out, then I'll probably have gotten the video out that's exclusive to Bitchute and Odysee. It's a really good. It's a really informative video, and it'll show you the connections that Oshner has to the Central Intelligence Agency, right? And other intelligence agencies in the military industrial complex, right? It's that type of hospital, and I was there for like 6 weeks when I got really sick when I was like 10. I got really sick, and then by 12, like, we didn't know what it was. We're trying to figure it out, and then by 12, it was like, oh, you got Crohn's. My mom was like, Oshner's the best hospital. I explain all that in the video. Um, I just hope y'all are staying strong. Try. We can't let everything in the world that's happening scare us. We can't let it drive us to think that really good things can't happen for our lives, right? We've got to keep hope. And I'm going to show you all this thing by Bill Wood talking, and it gave me a spiritual. There's bad stuff in between, but nothing they can do can change the ending that is love, right? In many, many ways. In many, many ways. So there is certain 100% hope in this situation of humanity, right? I love you guys. I just wanted to show you all this. I wanted to show you all this, and anybody who sees anything weird, but I'm probably going to erase like a bunch of this stuff, uninstall it, and hopefully it'll screw them up. The thing is, if I take off the files and they're not something that my attackers are using, they'll psyop it and stop messing with my computer for like 2 days, and then they'll do it in a big way, right? So it's a conditioning thing over the years that's really crappy, because you think you're getting victory sometimes, and they're just psyoping you. And like when they first started doing that in my targeting, I was like, oh, I got it, yeah, I got y'all, and they'd be like, oh, he did it, right? And then 3 days later, or something, they would show me that I didn't fix anything. With computer hacking and stuff like that. Um, and that's a horrible thing to have happen. And then later on, it's like anything that I do, where it's like it seems like I've kind of gotten them off of my tablet or my phone or my computer or something like that. I'm like, I'm wary, right? It's like even if everything is kind of running smoothly, I'm like, they're just, that's just a psyop, right? Because they just have, so it's like they don't, virus scans do not get off the hacking that our attackers are doing, right? And that's an obvious thing. They're using backdoors. In some people's case, I don't think in my case, but in some people's cases, they use that thing. I forgot what it's called, and somebody can maybe mention it in comments. They use electromagnetic frequencies to actually just access your motherboard on your computer, right? And get signals back. And it's kind of like accessing your brain with directed energy. People need to step up. Like, you guys know this stuff, but the rest of society needs to step up. I was also thinking this, which I don't know if it's a hopeful thought, but with the that stuff that I might get censored for. Let me end it here, and I'll leave those thoughts for another day. For another day. Um, I love you guys. Hang in there, man. I can't believe what's happening to the world. I can't believe what's happening to humanity. And it really is the top of the pyramid. They have a lot. They have all control of money and communications and everything. Money rules what these people in the military-industrial complex and everything do, right? So you got. I mean, it's very systematic. I mean, it's using our global system of civilizations and how we're tied together to get us at each other's throats, to destroy countries. You know, a lot of the stuff in Afghanistan was purposely blundered. You know, was just purposely blundered. 80 something million dollars in weapons to the Taliban. And then there's a bunch of stuff going on today, like they're lying about. I don't know if I can. I don't know if that'll get me a strike. If I say something, whatever. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, guys. I love y'all. I just want to show y'all that I'm about to erase a lot of these, and I just wanted to document what I had on here before I erased them, and then I know at least I'll probably be able to upload my video because my attackers will probably be psyoping afterwards. Maybe with me saying this, they won't. You see, this is the problem. This is why it drives us all crazy, right? Synaptics pointing device drive. I don't remember installing that. 10.3.2020. All right, guys, I'll end it here. I love y'all. Stay strong. You know, I'm definitely working on, like, I'm gonna write stuff down, and I'll just, when I write down, I'm gonna write a list of like 10 things that I want to get done, right, to fight this. Um, and they may not be things that other people are doing. Other people, like, we've got to do so much stuff, but I'm gonna write a list of kind of where I'm headed, and what I'm seeing is there's so much chaos everywhere. We want these programs to end. We want big change like that, but it's being buried in the chaos, right? So looking at what Senator Kennedy sent me, the National Defense Authorization Act, and then this guy Bill Wood was talking about it. He was like, that was the worst thing. That was when they put aside the constitutional rights of citizens and said we can do anything we want, experiment, torture, kill, right? So that email I got from Senator Kennedy was for real, him going, can't say anything about this, but this is the problem here, right? It was for real. And that's what makes me, that's that spark and that idea that it's like we need to go down these individual paths. Doctors, lawyers, senators, you know, people in the DoD that don't like this, Dr. Hoffers, people like that, right? There's going to be more doctors looking into this and actually taking patients. It's going to happen, guys. But these individual situations, I see us getting, like, people would be like, oh, I'll help you out, but it won't be broadcast, right? And that it could, if we could get certain types of legal help, you know, it could back the contractors off. Not saying we shouldn't do the big stuff, the activism, everything. I mean, like, every big thing that targeted individuals is doing is going to help us, right? But I'm just saying yeah, I don't know how much time. It seems like the dust ain't going to settle, right? The dust ain't going to settle, and then our problem gleaming, right? They're making complete chaos with all these things, and then getting people to where we are, right? We are the beta, and then they're getting people to where it's like, okay, it's the whatever, the not the beta video game, but the real video game, right? So we won't be alone. This is going to change. I don't know how it's going to come out, but we're joined. We're going to be joined after the, you know, especially after the world got, you know, the stuff, the Fauci ouchie, um, and other things that they're doing to the population. Okay, guys, I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless you and protect your families in the name of Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. Love y'all.